the Waking God's Child YouTube channel. I am here with my co-host, and we are both frazzled all the way up and all the way down, if you cannot tell. However, all things are possible. We can do all things through Christ the Lord that strengthens us. So that is Philippians 4:13, and we're going to live by that right now. This is my co-host, Candy Nelson, in
Hi, guys.
Florida, in which I just left Florida and got back this last week. What I come back on Monday? Was it Monday? Oh no, it was Friday, Saturday. Got back home
Saturday.
Saturday, and we were going to do a live stream while we were there, but we were both pretty sickly. So, and not to mention, it's always a good thing whenever you're seeing one that you hold near and dear to spend time with them. So that's what we did, and we enjoyed the time very much. With that said, Candy, since I left you, how are you feeling? Are you feeling better after surgery? Is everything a little bit better than when I was there? Because I know you were struggling
A little bit
a lot.
better. Yeah, well, I got that new vitamin D2 I took last Thursday for the first time. So I took it this Thursday as well. I woke up this morning, I was like, man, I think I could cook tonight. So, I had all these plans and, I was feeling a little better. I could tell even in my thinking. So I was able to make some tuna
Good.
fish last night, first time since I've done anything in the kitchen. And then tonight I made short, quick dinner. So poor George, he's
You
like
did
not
better
been
than
getting home
me.
till late, right? I know he's not
Um,
been getting home till late, and he comes home, he's still got to cook and still got to clean, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
yeah, he's pretty amazing, but you both are. I mean, he takes care of you and you take care of him. And I admire both of you very much. And yes, he is a good cook. You're right. He made some really, really great juicy burgers while I was there. And we went to
Oh,
Ford's
garage,
Ford's
Ford's garage.
Garage. I'm like, please help me out here. So I don't know if y'all have eaten at Ford's Garage, but Candy took George and I, and she paid and literally treated us to Ford's Garage, which was located in a portion of like where they
St.
sell Fords.
Augustine, St. Augustine, yeah.
St. Augustine, yeah, but I mean all the car sales places were right there, and it's like right in the Ford sales area, right? And it was crazy, but super cool place. I was laughing. I was taking pictures of Candy. She's washing her hands in the basin, which consists of like what a tire and an
Right, there's
oil
a
pump
tire,
for the stove, and then of course it had like the what do you call that? Like that you turn the hot water on and off
the
with on a
pressure gauge. It's like a pressure gauge for
yes,
water.
thank you. Because I was like, I'm holding my hands under it, waiting for the sensor to go. I'm like, Candy, help me out here. And it was so cool. She's like, just crank that. I'm like, oh, I knew that. I was just seeing if you knew that. It was super
Yeah,
cool though.
yeah. They have
Delicious food
hose clamps for napkin rings and mechanics rags for napkins.
for wiping up the grease off your face. And that's exactly what we did. That was an amazing experience. I've never like. There's very few places that you can go that you get the experience along with the dining, while you eat. So this place not only had, and Candy had already been raving about it, and I was like so excited. But not only do you get like these huge, delicious burgers that are to die for, but you get the experience. I mean, there's like an old like 56, 57 Ford Model T sitting out front. Another like a whole bunch of vehicles, but then they use all the pieces and parts that you use in a mechanic's garage to make up the ambiance, and it was really cool. It was super cool. I can't even explain. Like I said, there's very few places that have that ambiance that goes with it, and this place was the bomb. And Candy treated us to that. She'd been there before, and she was like, "I'll surprise you with it." So it was an awesome experience. And if you all have eaten there or have ever heard of it, please put in the comments whether you have or whether you have not. Because since then, I got online. I was talking to Candy the other day, and we noticed that there are a few other locations for Ford's Garage, which I think
Yeah.
Illinois was one. They're all over Florida and different places. Texas has one in Dallas area, kind of Plano, I think is what it was. what was it? Georgia had one,
Yeah, and
Tennessee.
I'm curious to know if any of y'all have ever had peanut butter on a hamburger,
I
which is
almost
that's
ordered
the
it, the
question
Jif
of the
burger.
day. It was called the
Yeah,
Jiffy
yeah.
Burger. Jiffy Burger.
I was this close to getting it. I am not gonna, and I mean, I'm not a huge hamburger person, but I'm like, I'm here for the experience. This ambiance is cool. And I apparently they're, and like the girl said, she's like, oh, that's that we're well known for the Jiffy Burger. And I was like, I'm just trying to picture peanut butter on a hamburger though. So I
Do you add
couldn't
do you add
ultimately.
hey, do you add ketchup and mustard or jelly?
I mean, right? Like I couldn't bring myself quite there because it wasn't making sense. But anyone that's had a Monte Cristo, which is the ham and the Swiss on a croissant with powdered sugar, dipping it in raspberry jam, could probably pick up what I'm putting down here. What Ford's Garage is, because I think it is one of those maybe acquired tastes or just something that just works and you don't even know how. And I just wish I would have tried it. I'm gonna have to try it next time and be more brave. I was not very brave this last time, but Candy and I both were feeling rough. I had just had mouth surgery, and she had just had surgery, and we're both sitting there like we're happy to be here, but I wasn't willing to take any chances because I was hungry. I'm like, and those burgers that she'd been raving about, I'm like, I'm gonna get a burger, and they were to die for. I'm not gonna lie, and she treated us to an amazing time, and George got to go with us, and I got to meet George in person, guys. He is the bomb diggity. This man can do anything and everything, just like Candy. So if you think Candy is like crafty, put the two of these people together as a married couple, and you're gonna know like there's no other people like them that can like do more crafty things. He's building a deck and painting it, and Candy's making her soaps, and I'm just like, gee golly, where do you guys get this energy and talent from? But they definitely had it. Oh, and George is making the 3D printed.
Printing.
Yeah, I mean, I am going to do something amazing with that he sent back. You guys just wait, you'll see. But okay, so who's with us tonight? I see that we have 8 people right now on here, but you guys are being like dead silent right now. Somebody break the ice, pretty please, and thank you. Any ice, you can break the ice, you can break wind. I don't really care. I'm not above either one of those. So, but we're just glad to be here, glad to be back, and we would have been with you while we were both there in Florida together, but we took that time,
Well,
make sure our shit
I admit
together.
it. I crashed out on the couch. I just couldn't because I was in a lot of pain, guys.
Well, it was fine because I was in pain too, and I was tired, and she was tired, and honestly, sometimes the best thing you can do is actually spend the quality time versus, you know, doing the thing that we do. But she was exhausted and definitely needed sleep, and I was hadn't had sleep. My aunt died. My mom went into the hospital. My daughter went in the hospital. I'd been sleeping on a hospital bed beside my mother. And then the next day I had dental surgery. And then the next day after that, I flew to Florida with 18 stitches and a bone graft in my jaw from the front to the back. Landed in, and then poor Candy is already miserable. And I'm like, Lisa, suck it up. Suck it up. Be a big girl. Put big girl panties up and put the suspenders on. And so we did, both of us. So, and we did a good job. And I'm not going to lie, I wanted to be all the help in the world to Candy, but there wasn't too much that had to be done other than we just, we needed rest and we tried. And we also got to eat Ford's Garage, which was amazing. It didn't take too much because George drove us there. So it was a great, it was a great experience all the way around, even though we were in pain and poor Candy, like she's already been to hell and back, and she was
Yeah,
hurting.
I gotta tell him the backstory on this situation. When I first ate there, my husband was like, "There's no way in hell I'm ever gonna pay $20 for a hamburger." So I'm like, okay, so I
Guess
didn't tell
what?
him. But I was like, so you know what? So the day before, he decided that he was going to take off the next couple of days, which he wasn't supposed to. That was the whole reason
You're
Lisa
in
was
Ford's
coming, so that
Burger.
he could go back to work. So he decides he's going to take off of work for the next 2 days. So I looked at him, and you could ask Lisa. I was like, okay, look, we already made plans. You're
She
either going
told
to
him.
go with us and not say anything, you
You're
know,
gonna
or
appreciate
you're
it.
gonna stay home. But he's like, well, where are you going? I was like, don't matter. You know, you're going with us because we already planned for
Either you
this.
go or you don't go. Was
So
he not
anyway,
like the best sport though? And he loved it. You were right.
but it was yeah, but it was funny because so when I get there, you know, I told them, I was like, I got this, guys. I saved for this, I saved for it. And they're both looking at me. I was like, I
I
got a
was
gift
trying to
certificate.
pay.
I already got a gift certificate. I pre-planned for this. I already had this arranged. So I get the bill. So anyway, there was an issue. My husband had like a wax cheese paper in his burger or something like that. So they came, they took
Yeah,
that off
they
the
left the
bill.
cheese or paper on the burger. He bite into that. Oh my gosh, bless his
So they
heart.
gave him a free dessert, which he got key lime pie, and I ordered a cheesecake. And so the manager's like, "Well, you can't have both." I was like, "Well, add the cheesecake to the bill. That's fine. I'll pay for it." So when they bring the stuff to go, the cheesecake to go, he didn't get his key lime pie. And I was confused. So I was like, okay, they were supposed to add that to the bill. The key lime pie was supposed to be free. So I get the server and she comes back. She gets me a thing of key lime pie. So then she went to go ring us up. And so I walk over there and I was like, okay, I lied to them. I didn't have a gift certificate. I was like, I was like, but I was like, I want to pay for this. So I took the cash over. So I gave her like $100 bill. And my
You
husband was
didn't
like,
have the
okay,
gift certificate? You didn't tell me that
no,
part.
I lied. I know I lied. So I told
Oh,
her that.
you are in trouble.
So
You're in
anyway, so
trouble.
she rings me up and it's less than $50. So I was telling her, I was like, the rest is yours. And she's like, her eyes got these saucers. So I told her, I was like, well, thank you for getting the key lime pie. I'm sorry about the confusion. She's like, oh, believe me. She's like, I have no problem with that key lime pie. I will sleep good tonight.
I'll tell you what, I did not know that because you already know I was trying. It was supposed to, I
It,
wanted to be that. I wanted to teach you.
I planned for that. So, and if Eason would have been there, you know
And
what? It
I
wouldn't
was
have mattered.
so grateful.
I planned for it.
And George in replace of Eason was so grateful too. Even though he said he'd never spend $20 on a burger, he didn't have to. And I think he had a good time. And I am so proud of him for doing so because I'm like him. I'm not gonna lie, I can't see throwing $20 out the window for a burger that I can make, right? But I couldn't make those. Come to find out,
No,
so
not only
and
that,
he could. It was an experience, and it was
well,
awesome.
you would spend that almost at any meal on any restaurant. So, you know,
Right,
I mean,
Shayla, your stuff's in the back. I didn't get out yet.
yeah, you
Sorry,
would
my
spend
daughter
that
just
much
got here.
on any type of meal, you know, at a restaurant. So, or close to it. So,
Right.
you know, and it is a meal. It's not just a burger.
Oh no,
So,
yeah, no, it came in all sorts of sides that you could decide on whether you want it. And I got the cream corn and jalapenos, which I did not eat. I'm not gonna lie, but I that's because the burgers were huge and you can barely fit that. But I mean, they have all these different sides. So, long story short, if y'all have not eaten at Ford's Garage, it seemingly is the mid to the eastern, like mid eastern areas. But find you one of those. It was pretty cool, and the ambiance was even more amazing. And the company was the best of all, which was Candy and George. I truly enjoyed myself with them, and both of them are just captivating, loving, and wonderful individuals. And I am blessed. So thank you for that, Candy. And I did not know that you did fit to me. Shame on you. I will paddle you later. That it was though. It was a really unique experience, and I will not forget that. It reminds me of home of the throwed rolls I was telling you about in Branson, Missouri, where like they'll literally peg you in the head with a dinner roll. They just throw them at you. It's crazy. It's a lot of fun though, and it's delicious. It's like your comfort foods, like chicken fried steak and gravy and mashed potatoes, and then you just pull out a paper towel and they're dumping fried okra on it, and then still throwing rolls at your head. But truly delicious and unique ambiance. So that was the only other place I've ever experienced like that, you know, as far as going to eat and having that unique setting. So thank you. It was fun and it was amazing. And we both still were healing, but it put a smile on both of our faces. And I'm telling you what, I just left sitting there taking video of Candy washing her hands, and I'm like, I just got to video this because look at that basin. It's a tire. It was pretty cool. So
Yeah, it was cool.
but long story short, I don't guess we're going to get into too much tonight, which we didn't even need to because I mean the blessings are there and we're all counting them. But I just wanted to basically have both of us come on and say, hey, we're alive. And we just took that time to heal and spend together. And it was very enjoyable. And I hope you guys do the same. You take the time to go meet with each other. Take the time to go be with others that also suffer alongside you because it'll make your day better and your suffering not so suffering. So what do you think, Candy? Anything else you want to add to that?
And do something for somebody that they can't do for themselves. So
Especially
Mhm.
that 100% like fly to Florida if somebody needs help. Even if you yourself are in pain. No, that's not even that. Like go see those that you love. Time is short, life isn't promised, and every moment that we get to spend with people we love are the most important things that we can do in life. And I think a lot of us take that for granted, including myself. My mom and dad live right down the road from me, and sometimes I take it for granted that they're right there. But I mean, truth be told, the best thing we could ever do is not go shopping at Macy's, but just reach out our hands to those that we love the most because tomorrow isn't promised. And again, when you're healing, all things are possible, no matter what. And if you're traveling or you say, I can't afford it, all things are possible through Christ the
Well,
Lord who
look
strengthens us.
look what I just managed to pull off with surgery and all. I didn't even think I was being able to get it. And I'm
You
like,
guys
it just was like, wow, that was amazing.
it's perseverance. And I mean, when there's a will, there's a way because all things are possible. And that's all that matters. You know, when you believe that and you have that knowing and that faith, and remember, it's just faith as small as a mustard seed. That's all you really need. But when you have that and incorporate that into your life, anything and everything's possible. And Candy's a living, walking example. I'd like to think myself as one. However, I don't want to say that I'm wonderful by any means because I struggle. Let me tell you, I struggle. And it doesn't go without saying. But I mean, whatever we do, we try to do it with a smile on our faces. And I know each and all of you out there are the same way. It's a hard world. It's a hard world. Not too many people reaching out their hands to lift you up or help you out, but it's okay. It's okay because you were equipped from day one with strength. So much
Hey,
strength.
and guess what else, guys? Y'all know how Lisa always says faith over fear. So a week before she came, I was at the Goodwill and I saw this coffee cup. And what did it
Oh yeah.
say? I can't remember what Bible verse it said.
Oh, I have it
It
on the
was
counter right now.
it was
Yeah, well, you
beautiful,
showed
and
it
it was
last
like
week. Hold on, I'll get it.
something about something about let your faith be stronger than your fear or something like that. I'm like, oh, look at that. I was like,
Let your
it's so
faith be
beautiful.
let your faith be bigger.
Yeah, bigger. Look at that. It's so beautiful. And I was like, I couldn't believe. I mean,
Oh
it just
my.
was like there. And it's
Yeah, it
huge
was
too.
perfect. And this is exactly what I needed. I drank tea in it last night, which is why it was by my sink because I already used it and I enjoyed it holding it because I knew who it came from and I knew what love was behind it. So with that said, there you go. All things possible because when your faith is bigger than your fear and you have God on your side, I mean, what more could you ask for? And of course, you're going to get through it, but it's hard to remember that sometimes because it's a bumpy road and it's a lonely road. It is. And each of you are in your own little parts of the world where you feel forgotten and nobody thinks of you or reaches out to you or but don't worry, it's okay. This is just but a mere moment. And either way, you have people that love you, even if they're not there physically. We're part of you. We feel you. We're there for you, and we're going to get through it. It
I
is.
felt like that, like I
Oh,
said, that was a week before you came, and there it sat. And I was like, that was it, like we
it
talked
was
about before, it
perfect.
just manifested itself because guess who grabbed it? I'm
It
like,
was perfect.
it's
Thank you.
perfect.
I
I
will
know
cherish
it's
that.
so perfect.
I will cherish that forever, 100%. And you're right, because I just can't even believe you remember that I'm always saying that too, because like, be still and know that I'm God. You can do all things. But I mean, the faith is small as a mustard seed. That is the thing right there. Y'all don't need a whole lot of faith because it's hard to have faith in this world, but faith as small as a mustard seed will get you through it. Hi, Kim. How are
Okay.
you? Haven't heard from you in a while. I hope you're doing well.
Well, we
And
haven't been
she's in
on in a
Texas,
while, have
also
we?
not too far from me. Actually, I've never not got the chance to meet her yet, but one of these days I'd love to meet you,
Oh,
Kim.
you'll have to meet up for lunch or something.
We could
You
just
have
have a
to.
powwow of just stare down, whatever. But yeah, no, I would love to meet her. Her and I have a lot in common. I talked to her one night on the phone for quite a while, and we do. And Candy, you would love her too, because she's a lot like us, and especially a lot like me, because she's alone in this world with nobody and just trying to roll with the punches, and has grown children, and knows how much she adored and loved and did, and then finding herself alone. It's hard. It's so hard.
Yeah, see,
It's so
y'all
hard.
could set up a lunch date, and I would go to Ford's garage, and then we could like do a
Yeah,
video lunch together.
right. Right. See, Kim, all things possible. There you go. But and we're not going to be too long tonight because Candy is still healing.
Yeah.
And I am, believe it or not, I still have stitches in my mouth and had to get a tetanus shot just about, not even an hour ago. After 11 o'clock this morning, I like sliced through my thumb all the way down to the
with
bone.
with
I
with a
cleaned it good though, and I super glued it.
with a rusty box knife. Hey, what
It
the
was my
hell you were
dad's.
thinking?
It's 30 years old. My dad has had
Oh
that
my
box
God.
cutter for 30 years. So it's
Go buy him
sentimental to me as well.
go buy him
But I
go buy
always,
him some go buy him some new blades to
well,
go in there,
no,
and
I
I'll
mean,
send you the
he has
money.
new. It was just one that I snagged years ago. But I was building like, okay, so I'm running a surveillance, right? I'm not going to say where or how or what, but I mean, I needed to build a planter that looked like a flower pot, right? And with flowers coming out, that I should have called you, Candy, because you're really great at creative stuff like this. But I mean, I ended up doing it. I came up with, so I took a Tide Pod box, the plastic where the laundry detergent pods come in. It's plastic, and so I measured the height of the camera that I've got to put at this front door facing down the hallway so I can surveillance my subject. And then I needed to run a cord out the front window, down and around, and run that cord that is a charger, basically would charge that camera 24/7 through the back side of that Tide box. So I had to cut a hole in the back that would fit that charger exact, because you don't want too much space, because people can see it and they can see if it's a camera or not. So the whole point was like to make it look like a flower pot, which I have over there. I'll have to show you. But to have the enough openings to where the height of the camera was looking out, facing downward, and being capable of capturing every single motion and movement possible. And I did a good job, but the problem was I've cut 3 of my fingers, this one, this one, this one, and almost this one, but those 3 off completely, and they've been reattached. So the nerve endings is something when you hit them, because when you hit those fingers, it is excruciating, because the nerve endings never really truly grew back, but it is painful. But I mean, this one was halfway cut off, that one's fine. But long story short, this is today. Like, it went from here to here, all the way down to the bone.
Did you
And
get
I mean,
stitches?
I watched it, I felt it, I was just like, shh. And I mean, I should have known better, but I was cutting towards me and it went slice. I felt the bone. And when you don't see blood, you know it's deep. And there was no blood, just a gash. And I'm like, oh, I knew immediately what I did. But
Did
I
you get stitches?
immediately washed it out. Huh?
Did you get stitches?
No, no, I super glued it before. So I immediately, like, I don't have time for stitches. Snitches get stitches, by the way, but no, I didn't have time for that. I mean, I'm a busy woman, and I've been working and trying to get things caught up on. But long story short, no, I opened it, I held it open under the water, went to the shower because I told you to put those new filters on that get all they filter the water really good. And I didn't want to take the chance of any type of bacteria. So I did. I held it open under the shower in my bathroom. And then I poured iodine on it and then waited a little bit and then I put alcohol on it. And then I took some what do you call it? That bacitracin. I dabbed it on and then I washed it off because I remembered that's not so good for you. So, but then long story short, I went and I got super glue and I started with the super glue, but it wouldn't stay shut. So I remembered I had liquid stitch in there. So I did that and managed to hold it closed. And then I was like, I don't know if I need a tetanus shot. Now keep in mind that it's been years since I had a tetanus shot. I think I showed you, but hold on, I'm going to show you guys this. So, all part of it anyway. I don't know if you can see that blade there or not, but
No, not
okay,
too
that's
good.
when I cut it. So it's like all the way through to the bone.
Oh, bad.
Okay, so that's not what I was trying to show you though, but I mean, you're getting ready to see the blade here in a second. Okay, well,
yeah, I can see
that's still my hand. Okay, right here is the blade. Wait, where'd it go? Nope, still not the blade. There it is. That's all rust. You see that? You saw that blade though, right? Oh, hold on. That's all rust, every bit of it. Hold on. Wow. That's a lot deeper than I realized. So that's the box cutter there. Can you guys see that? That's this point right there. That triangle is rust. It's nothing but rust. I mean, again, it was my dad's. It's 30 years old. But I cut towards me and I did this. So yeah, that, and then, but it was easy. And you know what? Even the nurse at urgent care, keep in mind, I went to 2 different urgent cares because I'm like, okay, I don't necessarily, I have no time for this. I can take care of it myself, but hadn't had a tetanus shot for 20 something years. And not to mention tetanus is bacteria and fungus, right? That's what tetanus is. Morgellons is bacteria, fungus, nanotech, and a little bit of everything. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, what if I get a tetanus shot? Because I didn't have Morgellons with my last, I wasn't showing signs and symptoms. Let's put it like that with, 20 something years ago. But what if I get it now and it ends up healing some of this stuff that I'm going through, right? So because it's built to battle fungus and bacteria. So in this arm right there, I don't know if you guys can see that. See the bam bam? Yep. I finally went to CVS, the only place that had a tetanus shot out of this whole area. Everyone was out, but finally got the tetanus shot. And I'm going to see if this actually helps with any of these wounds because I am broken out. My forehead is broken out. I am broken out horribly. But long story short, super glued shut, liquid stitch shut, because I had to do both and got the tetanus shot finally. Just got home, which is why we're late on tonight. So that's my fault. But all because of something stupid like that. But let me show you the surveillance box I made. Hold on. It was worth the cut. So keeping in mind, Candy, you can do anything creative, right? This was a Tide detergent. The orange, it says Tide on the front. Yeah. That's the Tide lid. I'm not going to need the lid, but I went ahead and painted it. And I went for a shiny black because we wanted it to look like a vase. And then I did a marbly effect with another blue coat and then kind of swirled it around to make it have this marbled look. But this is the back side where I got to run the cord through right there. And I had to put tape there because this is when I cut myself and my blood was everywhere and it was jagged. So I painted over the tape. But long story short, right here, I measured the height of the camera. It's going to be peeping out there. And cord ran through the back, out the window, pointed down that way, and voila. A surveillance that's 24/7 from a Tide pod container. So, but that is how I maimed myself today. And it won't be the last time either because I am terrible with little sharp things or big sharp things. So, yeah. But Candy, I mean, you and I, I'll tell you what, this is something you probably would have figured out before me. But I'm thinking, Candy could have done something like this so quick and probably come up with a better concept. But right now I have it hooked up already where I'm running the surveillance from. But it's kind of half butted because I had to hook up the internet last night, and then I had to hook up 4 different security cameras and log them all online and wire them and thread the wires through every portion of this apartment that you could even imagine. I didn't get home till like 3:00 this morning. That's cute, Shyla. Is that so? My daughter does some children's. Come here. My daughter does children's birthday parties, and dresses up as characters like Little Mermaid and Toy Story. Is that Toy Story? Yes. Come here. You guys see this? Oh, come on, Shyla.
You couldn't see it.
Well, you got to call her, Candy. She won't listen to me. Come on,
Shyla,
Shyla.
please.
Come
We
on,
need to
Shyla. I
laugh.
want to see.
Come
So,
on,
I mean,
please.
they always give her clothes because she's a dinky little thing. She's tiny, and everything they ever give her is always huge on her. Even the wigs are huge on her. But, like, she was a mermaid for another party, and huge mermaid towel. It looks realistic as can be, but it is heavy. Like she weighs nothing, but you pick this towel up, especially when it was wet, because she goes in pools and stuff. The thing was so heavy, I don't know how on earth she drug it around. And she says, putting on a smiley face, playing with the kids, and she probably just wants to smack them all upside the head because it cannot be fun. And they don't apparently know how to make small clothes because everyone, and Candy and I both know this, everyone's got to be big in this day and time. You cannot have long legs and be thin either. So, but apparently for children's parties, you're either going to dress it in a toddler size or an extra large.
Yeah.
So poor Shyla.
Well, we went to a clothing shop. I forget what it's called. While she was here, I go in there and they had double O and triple O's jeans. Would have swallowed me. I'm like, there's no way. Why did they do that?
I ended up buying the
They're
triple
undersold
zeros, but they're not triple zeros. They're more like a
No.
zero. Yeah.
No, they were more
They
like a
make
3.
people feel small, maybe. I don't know because large women feel threatened because they're larger. Well, thin women like us feel just the same because we can't help our size either.
Right.
But I can guarantee you that there's more discrimination going upon. Yeah. Look how cute she looks. She's cute. Was that not cute or not?
That is cute.
So that's Toy Story, right? It is? Yeah. And what's Noah going to be? So Noah, her boyfriend's Woody. Oh my gosh, I got to see both of these. Noah, are you trying yours on?
It's actually ridiculous. He's a mascot, and I'm not.
What? Are you serious?
Noah? Yeah.
Okay, hold on, guys. This is what my daughter does. She goes to college full time, and then her boyfriend does too. And then, oh wow! And then this is what they do for children's parties. That's awesome, actually. That is the best.
You need to come closer. We can't see that well.
Oh, seriously? Oh, look. Okay, check it out.
Aw, that's awesome.
So they go to college and then they pay for everything they need by doing this. But I mean, children's parties, they love it. And they're quite the duo, to say the least. So she said he's the mascot, but she's actually Woody, and her pants won't even stay up. I don't know that, you guys. That's pretty cute. I gotta take a picture of that before you guys take it off for real.
I don't have my wig on.
Oh, okay. Get the wig on. We're gonna do one.
I'm not putting the wig on. That's too
You
much.
have to. The whole world's
Do you
looking.
realize how much work that is?
Oh.
This belt's does not fit around the waist.
So yeah, long story short, they both go to college, and this is how they get their money to pay for their bills and whatnot. And I am proud of them both, and I think they look amazing. So I'm still laughing because Shyla's not happy. She always gets the ugly wigs and the big costumes, but they have a good time. I'm proud of them. So. All right, guys. I know it has been a long time and tonight's short, but we are here. just wanted to say, hey, we love you, and we didn't forget about you. We were just enjoying the moment and healing. Candy definitely still healing, and it's going to be a little bit. She's getting there. She's looking great. You're looking really good, by the way. Got the
I had a
color
little
back,
energy.
and your eyes are brighter. So
Yeah, I had a little energy today, not a whole lot, but some more than I
it'll
have
be.
had.
I'm sure it'll be slow measures for certain.
Yeah.
But you do. You look good, and you look healthy, and I'm sure you're going to feel better day by day. Day by day. Wow, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. You can tell I've gone with no sleep for still quite a while. But all right. So Woody just farted. That happens. Okay. So, yep, that was on TV too. That was live, guys. All right. Well, I love you, and I love all of you. And Kim, I'm so glad to see you here. I have not seen you or heard from you in a while. Call me sometime. Come visit. Go with me to this next surveillance, and I could use some extra help. For real, though, I really could. Plus, we could just have a ball. So. Candy and I have a ball. I guarantee you we can have a ball. We're going to make a ball out of anything we have. So, well, maybe not like a snowball, but, like a ball, like the bell of the ball. Okay, I have no idea. But we'll have fun. And Candy, I love you. I'm so glad to see you looking better. And you definitely look like you're feeling better. So that makes me feel good.
I'm
Been a
getting
hard
there.
road, but you're getting there. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
All
All
right,
right,
but
y'all.
I can't stay. I'm like, oh,
I know. Me too. All right. Love you guys. Y'all have a good
good
evening.
night.
Talk to you soon. Candy, love you. Tell George
Good night.
hello.
I
I
will.
don't know if he's in there, but George likes boobs. I just wanted to add that. I like boobs. We don't care about the boobs. We just like boobs. So I'm sorry. I had to throw that in, George, if you're listening. So
He's not.
I'll
He's
never
not here.
stop teasing him about that.
That was so funny. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, he walks in. I guess we should probably tell people what we're talking about. Candy's talking about the surgery and blah blah blah, and we're talking about boobs. No,
We were doing
oh
podcasts.
no, it
We
was
were doing
before
podcasts.
that. That's
Yeah,
right.
we were doing podcasts about a year ago.
we were. I don't even know how boobs came up. All I know is that George walks in from work,
I
and he
was
works as
talking about
well.
no. He had been out bowling that night and he had been drinking. And so we were
Okay, I was
talking
trying to give
about
you an excuse.
how I was going to pay for this explant surgery to get my
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
implants
How we
removed.
were talking about that,
And he just comes
and
in out of nowhere and is like, "I like
I thought
boobs."
it was. He goes, he's just passing through the background, like right behind me, like that, right? Like, but behind Canyon. All I hear is, I like boobs. I will always keep that like near and dear. It was just so funny. It was so funny.
And
Then
the next
Argo
thing,
chimes in. Argo's like, I like boobs too. Everybody
yeah, there
like
was
boobs.
somebody. Yeah, some of the other men did too. But it's like, oh yeah, I like boobs.
Everybody likes some boobs. So yeah, that was funny. Poor George. We were picking on him, but he's a hoot. Him and Candy are like a super couple. They're amazing. They are amazing. You guys are awesome. All
He's
right, dear.
special.
Love you. Love you guys. Have a good
Love you too.
weekend.
Good
Get
night,
some rest,
everybody.
Candy.
I'm
You
sorry.
need
I
it.
am so wiped.
I hear you, sister. All right. Love ya.